What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so shout out to the subscriber that let me know about this. So this just happened a few minutes ago. So of course the Lakers tonight play the Houston Rockets as we wind down this 2024-25 NBA season, and there's shoot around. Well, there was shoot around going on. I don't know if it's still going on. Maybe it is, but it had a live shot on NBA TV of LeBron James shooting around. And LeBron James doesn't have a shirt on. And he's out there on the floor. And, Isiah Thomas, who's old school, was very, very bothered by seeing LeBron James without his shirt on. And he went on an absolute tirade about the lack of professionalism that he was seeing with LeBron James, and says that Adam Silver should fine him. And this is what he had to say.
Second part of our doubleheader tonight. LeBron James going to play the game like this. Shirts and skins is what they're doing tonight.
I just totally 100% object to this. And if I was the GM or coach,
Me too.
I would never let one of my players walk out on the floor looking like this. I mean, we are a professional NBA league. We ain't summer league. We ain't at the YMCA.
Listen, I think coaches got to go back to suits.
Absolutely.
I just mean
Absolutely. I just think
college and pro.
I just think the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. And I look, I like LeBron. I'm a fan of his, so forth and so on. But to walk out on the floor before a game with no shirt on and shoot, I mean, come on, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we at? Now, if you want to, Adam Silver, if you want to find somebody, find that. Put a fine on that.
Spoken by the Hall of Famer and the greatest player in Pistons history, Isiah Thomas.
It's interesting. Because I just was informed about this when I uploaded my video about John Sally's comments about Jordan and Pippen, the friendship being over that long, which I'm a little skeptical of. But anyway, I'm looking at the comments, and of course, these cretins are attacking Isiah Thomas, calling him an old head, saying he's not as good as LeBron James. And some of them, the worst of the filth, are attacking his illness with, the cerebral palsy illness. These people are scum. They're scum. They're scum of the earth. I agree pretty much with Isiah Thomas's sentiments. Let's keep the same energy. For all you who are going in on John Morant and lack of professionalism as far as his antics on the court, well, this is on the court. LeBron James is going out there yakking up shots with no shirt on, like he in the park or something. He's a professional. See, these youngsters, they say, well, what's the big deal? Of course you don't see it, because you've been exposed to this lack of professionalism and lack of standards. Coaches don't even, like they just mentioned in this clip, coaches don't even wear suits anymore. When I was growing up, I don't care if like, oh man, here we go with this. Well, I don't care. You go turn to the same thing when you get older. When I was growing up, when we watched the NBA, the coaches wore suits. The players wore suits, or at least casual clothing. Allen Iverson caught absolute hell for having tattoos, wearing cornrows, and daring to not wear suits. Now, he won't go out there wearing what some of these crazy dudes is wearing today with, space boots and thongs and octagon sweaters and shit. He wasn't doing that, but he caught hell to the point where David Stern basically targeted him with the dress code, the dress code being enforced with players. Then Adam Silver came along and LeBron James, the Adam Silver LeBron James regime took over the NBA, and this is and you see the standards going downhill. And this is another knock on LeBron James as far as his legacy. Look how the NBA standards have deteriorated. But we see that lack of professionalism in the league. The way these players talk, the way these players play the game as far as showing no enthusiasm. Shaq talked about that. I didn't do a video about it because I didn't want to be redundant with it. But Shaq recently talked about, in addition to some of the other critiques he's had recently, he said these guys play for the money. That's pretty much what they're playing for. There's no passion. You can see that for the most part. That's why I kind of lax a little bit on Ja Morant, because at least that's bringing some type of energy to the game. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's done to the crowd and it's just antics, fine. That's something. But, yeah, man. But, Adam Silver's not going to find LeBron James because LeBron could do no wrong. He could do no wrong. Oh, by the way, don't be surprised if the media retaliates by putting out a hit piece on Isiah Thomas. Is he really the greatest Piston? Can Cade Cunningham take over from LeBron? Take over and be the greatest Piston? Some sideways hit pieces coming because that's what they do. But yeah, man. Kudos to Isiah Thomas for calling this out, man. Absolutely, dude. And it's the same dude that brought what was it? Hennessy? That wasn't Hennessy. What was it? Wine? Didn't he have a wine bottle he brought to the stadium? Ridiculous. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. There's so many other things LeBron James has done over the years that is really cringy. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when a guy like him basically gets to do whatever he wants to do.